Yeah, I'm starting recording too. I
Okay.
just gotta wipe my save.
Yeah, I'm recording that part as well because why not? I
Yep.
mean, with my last recording, I also have like 5 minutes of my last run that I then just grabbed in there. But basically, a shortcut.
Yeah.
It doesn't work on my PC because my monitor is not high enough resolution, so it doesn't know where to put the cutting thing, and it's just in the very bottom of the window, and I can kind of access it a little bit,
Right.
but it doesn't really work, and I was like, oh fuck this shit, and I just uploaded the whole thing. Well, play story. Oh,
Alright,
my
I'm
game
ready
seems
when
to be
you are.
lagging a bit. Wait a second. I'm gonna close some stuff
Alright.
here. I'm gonna close these two as well. Just have OBS open. Actually, I'm gonna close the preview in OBS because I'm not looking at it anyways. Lock preview. No, not lock. Wait. Here, enable preview. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, and the lagging. Well, it's not completely stopped, but fuck it. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I
already pressed
started
my loading
maybe a
screen for
half a
very long.
second early.
Nah, no problem, man. I started a bit early too.
Yeah.
My loading screens are so long anyways. I haven't started the timer yet. Okay, now I started the timer.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, steel slicer. So, I still haven't edited the splits. I should probably do that.
I
Fuck
haven't
up the
changed
second
my
run.
splits yet for it's still on the ending. The splits I use for running the ending.
Oh, okay, I know. For me, I just like I haven't changed my splits in the sense of my PB is still in there. I think I'm not sure if there's a PB in there or not,
Right.
but I still have the Lab City Elevator Easy Win split.
I just
I don't
have
have the
the
upgrade and whatever.
yeah. I don't have any of the new stuff, just what I used for the
Yeah,
old.
same.
So if I might
Doesn't
ask
matter.
you,
Well, yeah.
what does your experience route look like? Just kill everything and anything you see, or do you focus mainly on the small, fast to
Um,
kill stuff? Or
well, I kill everything I see on the way to the exclamation mark, and I hope
yeah,
there's enough to get one upgrade chest. And if there is not, I have to go back and lose time, like I did right now. There were not enough enemies here, so I have to go back. And now I'm just gonna kill small things, I think.
yeah,
It depends on if there's armor guys that spawn, I don't even bother killing them.
yeah,
But then again, armor guys are good for unlocking the Thunder Hammer, which is almost 100% guaranteed to spawn if you just unlocked it in the next
right,
round. So it might be useful. And if I see guys with like the two swords, I always try to kill them to unlock the elemental
yeah,
slicers. Because you always have to think about unlocking this one electric weapon.
yeah. And it's only the one weapon unlock that you desperately need, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Because the only weapon requirement that you have is the thunder to free slash.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And now I have my upgrade. I'm going to the chest again.
Oh, I have my upgrade too. And nice. I got it a room before the I have to
Oh, that's good.
have it.
Yeah, yeah. Slash. Actually, anything? No, nothing interesting spawned. Let me fight Slash.
Okay,
Okay, good. I just need one more hit.
I'm on to factory part 2.
Yeah, I want to Slash
Wait,
as well, and I got it. Beat Slash.
I forgot to kill Slash. Oh man, off to an awesome start.
Fuck yeah, man. I'll take it, man, as long as I win.
Yeah.
Now shut the fuck up, Slash. Just let me finish this. Okay, good. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I don't need
Yeah,
to
I'm
kill
different than you
everything.
thought. No, you just need to kill things to unlock shit.
Yeah. Alright.
I don't even know your name. I don't care. Okay, so now let me go and unlock my stuff. These guys don't help. Double sword, guys. Double sword, double sword. Nope, 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 nope. Actually, I'm gonna do the other quest as well because it's very confusing to have this quest marker for
Right.
the like for the second,
Yeah.
like the shotgun quest. You know,
Right.
it's so confusing to have that because sometimes you go through the whole lab because you see the exclamation mark and then you see it's that one and you're like, fuck. So I'd rather just do it and
Yeah.
not lose any time later.
That's fair. Also, you get the opportunity to unlock your stuff.
Yeah, and the Thunderhammer as well, exactly. Because there's always like at least one of those armored guys there.
Yeah. Speaking of, instead of immediately resetting after doing the slash fight, it might be worth it to go and grab that quest and do it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Just okay. So I unlocked Terminus Est.
Cool. That'd be nice if you get it at the end of the run.
Yeah. But right now I just have to kill these armored guys and get an electric weapon. Oh my god. I hate these armored guys so much. But I need to kill them. They just take so long to die, you know. Especially if they're elemental. Like this, these are like yellow armored guys.
Yeah. Also, I'm off to an awesome start with this run. I messed up the slash quick kill. I accidentally reset before fighting slash.
Well, that's not sounding great. Oh, good. Finally, one of them, at least. I mean, he's not dead yet, but he's almost dead. Now he's dead. And now the other one. Yes, I got the whole armor off. Let's go. So he's dead. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Just shut up. I'm gonna stay on this run and try to unlock something. That way I can carry on one of my upgrade chests to the next run if I get it.
Holy
Okay.
camera. Okay, that was weird.
Holy camera.
Yeah, you know that really weird thing where sometimes if you like jump and attack an enemy and your camera gets stuck under the enemy, it just like looks up underneath it.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know that when you sometimes get stuck underneath an enemy and you almost clip through the floor?
I've never had that happen.
Oh, I had that happen like 3 or 4 times while I was attempting these runs, and it's scary, you know, but you can always move out of it, and I've never actually clipped through the floor completely, but I've almost clipped through the floor a few times. Oh,
I had this really weird thing happen once where I just randomly got stuck on stairs and then I just started sinking into the stairs.
Okay. That's weird.
Yeah. Alright, I'm on to the Doctor's Challenge.
Yep.
Got
I
Terminus.
finished that one already. And I'm just trying to unlock some Volt and weapon. Actually, I can do it next run. Why do I still have to do that in this run? Back to main menu, yes.
And I just have to kill hammer guys, right?
No, I think it's just armor guys.
Or, yeah, the armor guys, sorry.
Yeah. As long as they have armor, you can kill them, get the... I think you have to kill 3 or 4 of them, or maybe 5, I'm not sure. But I think it's 3.
Also, I just unlocked the Bad Boy Knuckles. I'm half considering calling it there. Because the Bad Boy Knuckles have the...
Because, yeah. But you need 3 upgrade things.
3 upgrade things?
Yeah. 3 for the electric one, not 1.
Oh, I thought it was just the lightning speed, but I guess it's the...
No, no, it's the switch.
Oh, it's the switch? I thought the switch was 1.
No, no, it's 3. Actually, I used that on my 2 hours run.
Neat.
Okay, let's see. No, nothing worthy of killing. Just give me that shit. Where do I have to go? Right away, okay. You, no, and... Oh, armor guy. Okay, I'm gonna kill this guy.
Yeah, I'm just finishing up on this last armor guy, and then I'm going to reset. Or I'm not going to reset, I'm going to have a death warp so that I can keep my upgrades, because I'm at 2 right now. So then I can just get the the lightning.
Oh
and
yeah, I
get the
totally forgot
knuckles.
to kill myself to keep the upgrades. Shit. No, I haven't kept the upgrades. I still haven't unlocked the hammer, man. I killed 3 of them already. So it's probably 5. Dead, and 1 more. Dead, lockdown finished. I'm gonna do the no evasion thing.
Okay.
Let's break the camera. With the rubber shield. Actually, I'll count this time how many enemies you need to kill to actually finish the no evasion thing. We should probably start giving it proper names.
Yeah.
Oh, I unlocked the combo sword, but still nothing useful for me right now.
Do I get the knuckles, boxing gloves, wood planks, blade on a stick? I'm just going to take the boxing gloves because they're better for now.
Wait, you got the bad boy knuckles and you're not taking them?
Oh, no, I didn't get the bad boy knuckles. And also, it doesn't matter because I forgot that you have to do no evasion first.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I almost always forget it.
Wait, why am I killing this guy? I don't need to this run.
I got the elemental slicers. Let's go.
Oh, I'm gonna kill this guy, though. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't have the double swords. I'm losing it.
I just killed one that doesn't have double swords and I still got the elemental slicers. So, it might just be small ones. You just have to kill like 15 or something of those, I don't know.
Right.
Well, I'm just gonna take the fall damage. I don't care. Okay, good. It's over. Let's see. No, this is it. Yeah, just shut up. I'm not sure if you have to wait for the dialogue to end or not for it to be over, but I'd rather play it safe.
Right.
we still have to lap so many things, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I again should have just killed myself instead of resetting. I forget it every time. Upgrades don't carry over if you reset. Also, if you beat Quasi, upgrades also don't carry over.
Really? I never knew that.
Yeah. Well, I found out while I was running this, and I thought I was at the point where I could beat him and just finish the game, with Slash, but I was wrong. And then, yeah, basically I beat him because I was already there, and I didn't even carry over the upgrades. Ah, shit. I have to reset anyways.
Also, boxing gloves are really strong.
Are they? I'm not so sure about that.
Well, I'm fighting a bunch of the big boxing guys, right? So so when they jump at you, you just have to use your air heavy, and it'll knock them right out of the air.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then you are almost guaranteed to kill them before they get up.
Wait, let me check. No, reset. I always forget to check. I pick up the weapon first, and I'm like, okay, where should I go? And then I'm like, yeah, sorry, I have to reset. Like, I have to check if there's a quest first.
Yo, do you know if with the no evasion we have to finish killing the enemies?
Yes, I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but it's most likely because you get an achievement as soon as you finish that.
Yeah.
Oh, quest marker. Let's go. Please be a volt weapon. Oh my god,
Okay.
is this? No, it's the ice. Fucking hell, it's the ice blade.
I just finished no evasion, so I'm now just waiting for things to kill me. Oh, it would be easier if these guys didn't block the door so that I could just jump in a hole and die.
Oh yeah.
I never thought I'd ever say that one.
But it is true, man.
Yeah. And
Okay, upgrade.
I finally got
Volt,
through.
Volt. No volt. Recycle. Please give me a volt weapon. Somewhere, I don't care where.
I'm just hoping to get the knuckles.
Yeah, I don't even have them unlocked yet. Oh, lockdown.
The knuckles seems to be the only thing that I ever get. Like, that I unlock.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I also unlock them sometimes, but it's not like it's the only one.
Yeah.
And usually it's also not the fastest one I unlock.
Trash can, duck, and I got the cleaver. I'm going to carry this run out and hope that I get some kind of thing, the lightning weapon. That's the one.
Yeah, a volt weapon.
Yeah. I don't need to kill them. Oh, I don't even have the quest.
Yeah. I'm also trying to get a volt weapon right now because I have the quest here. I just need to get a volt weapon and lockdown. Baseball bat. How many hits are they gonna tank? He's almost dead. Come on, just a few more. Okay, one down. Just fall. Yeah, this one works, but not the baseball bat. Why is the baseball bat so bad? Okay, one down. And another one is about to fall down. Up, down. So,
Yes, I got it.
finished.
Nice. I got the quest.
As soon as the game realizes they fell. Okay.
I got the knuckles.
Good.
I got what's the switch for. Awesome.
Ah man, I still have to get some volt weapon. I have the quest here, but I don't have a weapon. No boss. No, I don't want to do the boss.
I'm just gonna take that so that I have something to recycle for safety. Okay, neat.
Please just give me a volt weapon somewhere. Oh, wait, armor guy, I'm gonna kill you. Because if I do that, I can just reset. Oh, I just unlocked the Bad Boy Knuckles.
Nice. And I just got the elemental slicers.
Good. I unlocked a laser gun that I don't need.
Yeah, which guys are weak to the lightning? It's the yellow, right?
Yeah, the yellow ones. The green ones are weak to fire.
Then
That's
I guess
also why BDSS is weak to lightning and Frankie's weak to fire.
yeah. Also got an
Okay, I
armor.
unlocked the Thunder Hammer.
Nice. I have a hammer chainsaw guy. So an armor chainsaw guy.
I'm just gonna fall to my death now. So
That's
you mean
easy.
a run killer?
Yeah, that's the one. But it ran into a pit. Also, it's much faster to kill them the normal way than letting them run into a pit.
Yeah.
Just because it takes a while
I
for
never
the...
even tried making them run into pit. I didn't know that's a possibility.
Yeah, if you knock something into a
good.
pit, they'll die, but then the game will be like, hey, that's not supposed to happen, and it'll take a second to realize, hey, the room's done.
Oh, yeah, I know that. But sometimes it's faster to knock into a pit if there's multiple ones, because it's just easier.
Yeah.
You know, they tank many hits unless you have a good weapon against them. Let's see. Wait, I need to go here first. And nope, there was a vault weapon, but there is no slash.
Alright, I'm going to go to the boss now, and hopefully not die.
Don't forget you have to talk to him. Don't forget you have to talk to Slash first.
Where do I talk to him again?
Just open the map. There should be a new marker.
Oh, yep. Also, thank you for catching me on that, because I completely forgot that was a thing.
You're welcome. Yeah, I've become a better player, you know? I have the Thunder Hammer and a quest marker. So that's good. I'm gonna be there soon as well.
Yeah, I just got to the talking to Slash. Also, it feels like we're right on pace with each other. We're pretty close to it.
Yeah. We're pretty close, yeah.
Yeah.
I just need to, well, liberate Slash first and talk to him, and then we're at the same pace.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have helped you, man. Ah. Here. Yes, I'm gonna short circuit it. Boom, done. I unlock the particle gun.
Okay, 3 hearts going to kill the badass knight. Let's go.
For some reason, I always associate the knight's name with BDSM because it's BDSS.
Yeah.
Let me just recycle this.
I just call it the badass knight because that's what my friends ended up calling it, and
I think that's what it's supposed to be called.
Yeah. It might be.
I'm pretty sure that's intentional. Okay, talk to Slash. I'm just gonna go get some more health because I left one of those box rooms empty. Well, not empty, I just left it.
Also, the Slash music. Oh, the knight just one-shot me.
Oh, that's bad for you, but good for me. Haha,
Yeah.
get fucked.
Well, I guess I got another shot.
Always stay on top of the knight. Always stay on top of the knight and use slide attacks when you're on the ground, and then roll and jump.
Yeah.
Also, with the bad boy knuckles, if you have the speed upgrade, you can just keep mashing, and then he dies.
Yeah. Oh, bad boy knuckles. Speaking of, but the Volt Slicer is actually going to be better because it only needs the one.
Definitely.
Also, I sold the Volt Slicer, and it's a Frankie fight.
I hate Frankie.
It might be worth resetting until you get the knight, because the knight's faster, easier.
Yes, but you should do the well, you already have the slash quest done, so yeah, it's faster to do the knight.
Yeah.
Oh, boss. Let's go. BDSS knight.
Nice, I got the knight.
Me as well. I'm about to fight him. I just hope I don't die. But I have 4.5 or 5 hearts. So I should be fine. And I have a Thunder Hammer, man. What's better than the Thunder Hammer?
I think
actually, for BDSS Knight, it might not be the best.
I think the Thunder Hammer actually carried me in my first night fight.
Oh, could be, yeah. The Thunderhammer, if you upgrade it, it's so fucking strong. Like if you
It
fully
is.
upgrade it, it kills so many things in one hit.
Also, I'm doing box clip to get to the knight. Since I already did the first little bit of the slash quest.
Mm-hmm. Ah, shit, I got hit. But I'm still alive. Okay, good. What the hell was that? I didn't even know BDSS Knight had like a ranged attack.
I forgot that he did, if I'm being honest.
Like, I'm not even talking about the lasers, you know?
Oh, you're not talking about... I only know about the
No!
laser.
I just jumped and then he attacked me and I was almost...
Game?
Yes, okay, I got him stunned. Please just let it be enough. Okay, I killed him. Good. But I'm low on health, but I killed him.
Oh, the game decided to do weird stuff.
Well, that's just hard and slash for you.
Yep. This box clip out of bounds stuff makes 0 sense.
Yeah, I know. It just I don't get why it works and how it works. Well, I mean, I know why and how you get out of this map, but I don't get how the rest works.
I know it, and it's really... I've devoted so many hours to trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Even ask my class. Just ask any of my friends. They'll say, "Yep, he got so annoyed with it, he spent too much time on it."
That's very likely, man. I found out that looking at the map is a good way to know if rooms are gonna load or not. Because if it realizes that you went to the next room on the map, then the next rooms are gonna load. So just jumping back to a different room again and then trying again is what usually works.
I'm gonna play the fight like a baby.
Well, I killed him, so I'm good. Let's go.
Oh, and I played it like a baby, and I got killed anyway.
Well, there is no quest marker, so I'm just gonna... Yep, no quest marker, I'm just gonna kill myself. Please land on me. Thanks, I'm dead. That way I can keep my 2 upgrade things and immediately put them into speed. And then I just need to finish this.
I don't want to do Frankie.
It's rare that in City the marker doesn't appear.
Yeah.
Here. Oh, I get Thunderhammer again. And I get Volt Knife, Volt Slicer at the same time. And Fire Brace and BDSS Knight. Wow, this is lucky.
Ice Blade, I got the option for Knight or Frankie. I'm gonna play it super safe, and I'm just gonna get some upgrades so that I can get at least damage on my weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, no, why would I do that when I can just do box clip and just get there right immediately?
But you can't skip the boss fight. Actually, we don't know if you can skip the boss fight yet.
So far, I've had no luck with that venture.
Yeah, same. But I feel like there would be a way. There should be a way. Okay, good. Second lockdown in a row. Now there's no lockdown, but I'm gonna go get this and recycle. Ah shit, I should have forgotten this for the jump height. You know the Steel Slicer doesn't use your first jump when you use the heavy attack, while
Really?
every other slicer does. Yeah, so you can still double jump after the heavy attack.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. And I've just recycled the steel slicer, so I'm stupid. Okay, another lockdown. But with my Thunder Hammer, it shouldn't be too difficult.
Almost ran off the edge of the map.
That. Oh yeah, I hate when that happens. And then you just fall endlessly.
Oh, I accidentally went to Frankie, but I don't care because I can probably kill him.
Yeah. Actually, how much do I need for the Thunder Hammer? One only for the first upgrade. I'll do that.
I
So,
completely
back
forgot how to fight
BDSS Knight.
Frankie.
I am totally prepared for BDSS Knight.
Frankie's really easy with an ice weapon because he ends up attacking so slow. So you can just run around and avoid everything.
Okay. Ah shit, I'm being stupid right now. Yeah, Volt Slicer. Okay, and now the hammer. Oh yeah, this is the perfect tactic. Ah no, there.
I died again.
Two.
Frankie.
Ah yeah. I hate Frankie so much. You have to play Frankie safe if you really want to beat it consistently. So just hit the legs, get the stun, get some hits, dodge the whole rest, hit the legs, you know. If he does that attack where he hits you with his front legs 3 times, you know the one
Yeah.
where you like thrust with it 3 times.
Yep.
3 times. If he does that, just dodge him because there's no other way to not get hit and attack him at the same time. Because this attack is just way too fucking strong and annoying. But as soon as you dodge that, you can attack Frankie again. And I recommend attacking the legs, as I said, just so you can keep him stun locked.
Well, I got the knight this run, so
Okay, yeah.
I don't have to worry about the worst boss in the world.
And there is an exclamation mark. I'm gonna go there.
And I failed box clip.
That's okay. Wait, you failed like you fell, or
like
you
I
failed,
fell out of bounds.
Oh shit! Yeah, that sucks. Recycle. And here we are.
And it didn't matter because I got knight again. And I got a first room thing. First room box clip, basically.
Oh, okay. That's
Or
good.
second room box clip, rather.
Turns out Volt Slicer, since it has the same animation as the Steel Slicer, also doesn't reset your jumps. If you do the heavy.
So it's really just the ice.
Yeah, just the ice that doesn't.
Huh.
Because ice has a different animation. Actually, I think fire also doesn't. Doesn't fire also have a slightly different animation?
I can't remember off the top of my head. Which is kind of worrying because 1 or 2 runs ago I actually did have the fire.
Fire one, yeah. Doesn't matter, man.
And I got to the boss.
I got the slash again, and now I'm gonna go destroy the security things. Oh god, I hate that you can't skip the dialogue or like fast forward through it, and like at some points.
Right.
You know, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't.
Also, changed my mind. The Badass Knight has the best boss soundtrack in the game.
It's pretty good. Okay, now I have to go from the ground. Actually, how many are there? Ah, there's just 3 of them. I can't do them all in this run, but I'm gonna do these 3 and then reset. This is so RNG based. Sometimes you're lucky and you have all 5 in the same run, and sometimes you have to reset.
Right.
Wrong way. Where do I have to go to get there? Not there. I don't know. I'm just gonna go back up.
I almost ended up killing myself against the knight.
I'm not sure if it counts as killing yourself if it's against the knight.
Like, I tried to get too greedy with my attacks.
Oh yeah. I still wouldn't count as killing yourself. It's more like you get killed by the knight. Okay, good. Found the way.
I just wish I knew a consistent way to stagger the knight.
Electric weapons, just attack it. Preferably from the air and from the ground a little bit. Just as long as you're attacking with electric weapons, it stuns him. After a few hits already, so. Okay, good. 1 down.
Oh, compared to my 100% file, the knight takes so long.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Compared to Robnin, fucking hell.
Also, it might be worth it to just keep resetting for the knight because the knight set is awesome.
It is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the best set in the game.
The rocket set is the best one.
Yeah, the rocket set's pretty good, and then there's the clockworks that I really like in a casual game.
Yeah, but rocket set is just the best for a speedrun.
Oh yeah, because you have the jetpack, right? Which
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the rocket hammer as well.
Yeah.
Now the head is not so useful, but
what's the rocket head again? That's the one that shoots the missile?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I would take the badass head with the rest of the rocket set and the badass legs.
Bracers and legs with the rocket's body and hammer.
I would take the rocket body, the rocket hammer, and then the badass head and legs. Any day of the week.
And the bracers also. Badass bracers are what gives the damage.
Oh, right. I forgot those.
Actually, what does badass head do again? No, badass head is also not very good.
I like it.
But it doesn't do much, you know. Like, it's cool, but it doesn't do much. Okay, 1 more in this one, and then I'll have to reset. God, my frame rate is so low right now.
Really, I'm just chilling here at a comfortable 60 frames.
I don't have a frame rate counter, but I'm probably at like 15 right now.
It's playable, kinda.
Yeah, but that's just in some areas. Usually it runs pretty well.
And I'm trying to remember.
Here we are.
I'm trying to pick up some extra gear so that I can recycle it for safety. Also because this is the terminus. And I'm trying to remember how to do it without the jump upgrade.
Yeah. I'm gonna kill you just to get this upgrades. You as well. Thanks.
Got it.
And you, please kill me.
And I got the terminus.
It's gonna take a while to die. Yeah, just attack. Please kill me. Good.
That was really weird. I walked into the tree room where you meet Slash, and then
yeah.
And for some reason, a building from a different room spawned in place of the tree for a couple frames.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, I died. Good. a weird thing to say, but good. Let's go. I'm just missing a little bit.
I messed up
Someone texted me.
the tree.
That's not great, but it doesn't kill you, so
Yeah.
let's run faster. And oh, ONS, that's not bad. Rubber Duck is pretty bad. Does literally nothing. And Frankie is the boss.
I
Great.
was so annoyed with the rubber duck not only giving you an achievement, not doing anything else. And it doesn't even give you an item either, just the achievement.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that. I thought it would give you an item.
I thought so too, but no.
That's a shame. Well, it looks cool.
Yeah. Alright, I'm at just about 40 minutes. And I just talked to Slash.
Just about 40 minutes.
And I just talked to Slash on the tree.
Yeah, check if you have 5 markers. If you don't, you'll have to reset after doing the ones that you have.
I hope I do get the 5 markers because the Terminus is just going to carry me.
I don't know which way to go. Let's go this one. Wrong. This one. This might be right. Ah. And it's a lockdown? I didn't even know this room could lock down. Here.
Nice, I got the 5.
Ah, lucky bastard.
I got the body.
Oh, yeah.
The badass body.
Ah, some good stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, the police body is probably better than the badass body.
But I mean, the badass body is nice to have, though, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah.
Well, it's just because now I'm thinking about, you know, good armor sets.
Yeah. In a casual game, what would you say is your most preferred armor?
Obviously the rocket pack, because it's just the most fun.
Right.
But I love the clockwork head, because it lets you see health.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, I might be stuck.
Wrong way.
Oh, no, I'm not stuck. I just forget how to do this room.
I fell. But it's okay. And now if this was the wrong way to go, I'll be very angry. Another lockdown. Ah, come on. Okay, hand blades and training weights. Unlocked. And this was the wrong way to go. My god. I'm being very unlucky right now.
When the computer screen turns white, I did the thing right, correct? When I hit the computer and the screen turns white?
Well, it should just break, like with an explosion, the whole control pad.
Like like there was an explosion, but like the screen turned white.
Well, I'm not sure if the screen turns white. I just know the explosion happens and the thing just disappears and you can leave.
Like the mark disappeared on my map, but.
Well, then it should be fine, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Because I'd hate to.
If you have 5, anyways, if you do them all, and you have to go to speak to Slash again before you can continue. So you do them, you speak to Slash, and then you'll find out if you did all 5 or not. By the way, by what he says, you will find out.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
And I have to go underground.
Of course, a lockdown with armor, guys. Because who doesn't like that?
I'm trying to think of who the safest boss would be. Copcore might be.
Cop by far.
Yeah.
Because you almost never get hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do Copcore. Where...
Also, I had such a perfect Copcore cycle in one of my attempts.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the perfect cycle is 3 hits. And I'm pretty sure he just doesn't take damage if he doesn't get the animation when you hit him.
Right.
Because it needs 3 hits with animation for him to die.
Also, yes, the screen does turn white. That's how you know it went.
Okay.
Okay.
Usually just hit it once and it's just right, you know?
Yeah. I just couldn't remember because it's been... Wow, I can't believe it's been 2 years since I last did this quest.
Wrong way again. Why do I always go the wrong way? No, kinetic repellers can be pretty decent sometimes. I went all the wrong ways, really.
You know what I just noticed? It gives you a lot more items starting out.
What gives you a lot more items
The
starting out?
game.
What do you mean it gives you a lot more items starting
Like, when I did my, just the ending runs of the Slash story, I only got the starting room items and then maybe 3 or 4 on the elevator.
Yeah.
But now every room basically I'm getting stuff.
Well, in a city you usually always get stuff for almost every room. That's how it's always been for me.
But like not just city, like in factory.
Nah, in the lab I sometimes get no items at all, and sometimes I get some. It's really completely RNG.
I know, but it feels
I
like
remember this one time when I had the slash quest with the electric weapon, and I literally went through the whole map, and I didn't find a single item, except for the beginning part, you know.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure it's completely RNG, and it's just like a feeling thing. Why the hell do I not find the right way to go? There is no way. Oh no, there is one more place I haven't gone to. Wow. I've literally been to the whole map. Wait, where do I have to go to get there? I think it's there. My god, this is terrible right now. Okay, just let me go the right way, please. Yes, here.
Okay, I just have one more thing to hit. And then I get to go fight Copcore.
Oh, here it is. Yes, finally found the right way. Well, it's the only way that's left, so it has to be the right way, but still. And there's the boss. Good, please don't lock down. Okay, no lockdown.
Now I just gotta track down where that computer is.
I just gotta fight this guy. And then go to city again, track down the last 2 computers, and talk to my boy Slash. Unless the Slash doesn't even spawn, that would be pretty bad.
I'm pretty sure he is guaranteed, though.
No, he's not guaranteed.
No?
No, he's almost guaranteed, but he's not always guaranteed.
After you do kill the computers?
No, not after I kill the computers. During I kill the computers.
Oh, that part. I thought it was guaranteed, though.
I'm not even sure if all the computers are guaranteed. I mean, I'll hope it's like that. I know it's mostly like that, but I don't think it's guaranteed. Ah, I got hit. Doesn't matter.
And apparently I missed a computer.
Stop doing that attack. I want to attack you. He's almost dead, but I'm also almost dead.
Oh no, I
Let's
didn't
recycle
miss
the
it.
rubber duck
Okay.
and the kinetic repellers. And the trash can lid. Who the fuck needs a trash can lid? Okay, he's dead. I didn't even need to reset to recycle stuff.
And I'm on my way to go back to the tree to talk to Slash.
I'm on my way to the city. Man, this game is so RNG. It's like 80% RNG.
Yeah.
If you get the perfect RNG, you can lab so quickly. Like you will do the upgrade, you will beat Slash, you will reset, you will immediately get the next quest, you do that, you reset, you immediately get the Volt weapon, you do that, you reset. Well, you don't even need to reset, you do that, you finish that, you get into city, you immediately get Slash, and you get just one exclamation mark. I don't think there's any CPUs.
Right.
Any PCs to destroy. Actually, I'm gonna check just to make sure because I feel very frustrated that I had to go all the way here just for that. Looks like it's really just Slash and no upgrade. No computers. I'm gonna go talk to him, maybe that's gonna help. Oh, BDSS body. I mean, it's not gonna help much if this was really like I think it is. Oh no, there is one computer, but there is no Slash. And there's only one computer, I need to destroy 2 more. Well, at least I can destroy this one.
So I just talked to Slash at the top of the tree. I can just go do the thing, right?
No, you have to reset and you have to find him in the sewer.
Oh, in the sewer.
Recycle one of your parts, and then you'll be good. You have to fight some enemies with him, and then you're good to go.
On my map, it shows that I still have an exclamation point on the tree room.
Really? Do you have to go talk to him first?
I just talked to him at the top of the tree.
Did you get 5 of the computers?
I did get 5 of them.
Well then, that's weird. Actually, just try to reset. You'll have to do the city again anyways, to do the sewer thing.
I'm just going in...
Wait, did you talk to him? Did he leave the tree?
Yes, and then Hart said, yes, I'll do it for you. Said something about...
He said, I'll do it that's usually what he says. Actually, I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm looking this up.
No, I know that you have to... he runs away and Hart's like, yo, don't wait, you know, like, what the fuck? Like, Slash is like, yeah, I'm gonna find you there or some shit like that. Okay. I can reset. Just kill me. Good, I'm dead. I have 4 upgrade packs. I'll use... No, 3 apparently. Only 3 of them carried over. Well, I'll use them wisely. Just give me a Thunder Hammer and I'll be good. Thunder Hammer and BDSS Knight.
Okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna reset.
Yeah. I recommend you do that. Training weights, ONS, and Fire Slicer. Okay, and it's BDSS and it's not Frankie, but I have a Fire Slicer. That's a bit of a shame.
No Knight, and I don't really feel like dealing with Frankie.
Wait, I have training weights. I just realized I have training weights, that's great. Boom. Training weights is such a good weapon.
Frankie...
Let's kill 1 or 2 more on the way.
Nice, got the rocket hammer. So even though it's Frankie,
Good.
I'm gonna still go do Frankie.
Yep. I'm just Just killing some things here to level up my training weights. Okay, killed this one as well. Just kill this as well, and then I'm good.
Rocket Hammer's so good for going fast, by the way.
Yeah, I know, I love it.
I did some testing, and if you're lucky enough to get, or unlucky enough to get a bunch of lockdowns in the first zone, and you get it maxed out, you just fly across the room.
Okay.
Like right from one end to the other.
Mm-hmm. Come on, man. Just let me beat this boss. That's all I'm asking.
And I screwed up. I didn't screw up. Never mind.
Oh, shit. I'm disappointed that my run is already so far in, and I'm not even done with City yet. Shouldn't be the case.
And I think I just soft locked.
That sucks.
The part where you get a lockdown when the map refuses to load, and then you just drop right endlessly.
I'm definitely hurting him, that's for sure.
Rocket
he also is
Hammer
hurting me,
again.
that's for sure.
And I got Knight. That's gonna be a much safer fight.
Okay, I killed him. Let me hit harder with my ONS.
I'm just gonna not do box clip just for safety.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Just so that I can actually finish a run.
Mm. Oh, you might have to beat Copcore after doing the security things. I'm not sure, but it might be something you have to do. God, we are so bad at this run so far, but we'll get better. We'll route this shit. It's all gonna be good.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see. Oh, there's also just one exclamation mark. But I've only had... I'm so not looking forward to this. Yeah, let's see. Do I have enough? I doubt it. I'm pretty sure I still need to do one more. Oh man, do I really have to reset again? Dude, I am so unlucky. This is usually... Like, this should be a reset for my whole time. Just reset the whole thing. But since it's a race, nah, fuck no.
Yeah.
Let's see, maybe I can get a new PB by like 5 minutes. Because my previous time was also really shit. I mean, 2 hours. Heart, slash. Found it. I promise I'll do it for you. Okay, no, you still have to do... I still have to do more of those police stations.
Really? I could have sworn I did 5 of them. Oh.
Oh?
I think one of them might have spawned in the tree room, but underneath it.
No, the tree room never has one. If there's an exclamation mark, it's because you have to talk to... Because it's where you talk to slash.
Ah.
It's not because there's a computer thing. There's always an exclamation mark with slashes.
I could have sworn I already did the thing, though.
Well, apparently not.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Explorer Head is very useful, my god. Tells you immediately where to go to fight the boss. Oh, I got BDSS arms, I have the rocket hammer. Things are looking good.
I have the rocket hammer too with extra thrust.
I haven't. Oh, actually, I should probably get some upgrades. Um, extra thrust, yeah,
Isn't extra
and a longer
thrust more
charge.
damage?
I think it's just further distance.
I could have sworn it was more damage too.
It could be more damage. I'm not sure.
And okay, I got the thunder hammer from killing the unarmored big guys.
Okay, yeah, that's sweet. I didn't know that, but that's good to know now.
Yeah.
And BDSS knights, but I have no weapon to actually fight BDSS knights. Oh, let's see. Can I thunder hammer Can I rocket hammer myself through to the other door?
I tried
No.
that years and years ago.
Nah, it just stops. Straight up. Well, rocket hammer is not the best weapon to fight this guy. Especially if you hit him with fire, he just does more damage.
Really?
Yeah, his swords get like lit on fire and he does more damage.
I never knew that.
Let's see, do I have any weapon? Yeah, I have a particle cannon. Wow. That's completely useless. Ah, shit. He's hurting me a lot right now. I'm dead. Yeah, rocket hammer is not a good weapon to fight BDSS knight.
Yep, it is not.
Thing is, I had no other weapon, not even a normal weapon.
Same here.
Which, except for the particle gun, but it doesn't count. It's a gun. It's completely useless. Okay, this time I have a meat cleaver. Ah, the damage is okay. It's not a great weapon, but it's not terrible. Boxing gloves. I'll upgrade the meat cleaver a bit. Damage. BDSS knight again. Let's hope I get a volt weapon somewhere. Be very useful.
I got the Volt Slicer. And I get to fight Knight.
I have a base bat now. That's useless. And I'm dashing through here. And I'm there. No lockdown, please. Yes, lucky me. This way. Right. Ah, I'm still wrong. That's a dead end. Dead end. Ah, shit. What does Frankie Head do again except for damage resistance? I think nothing, right?
What does he have?
Frankie Head. Like the armor set.
Oh yeah, the armor set. It's damage. It's
Just
plus resistance to everything except fire, and fire, I believe, is extra damage taken.
Depends on which part of the set you have. But the head, apparently, I think the head just gives you physical damage resistance.
Yeah, I think it's. Oh, the head's plus on physical resistance, but then it's minus on. I'm pretty sure.
I have no minus right now.
I don't know. I can't remember. I know each piece of the set is plus and minus on something.
I just know that most heads actually have like an active effect as well, but this one really doesn't. Okay, fighting the knight again. This time with a meat cleaver and boxing gloves and a baseball bat.
I'm fighting the knight with a sword made of lightning, and that's about it.
Lucky you. It'll need more. Let's just unlock him, man.
Yeah.
Man, I will always remember the Robin kill, which is just you jump, you do 2 attacks on the ground, and he's dead.
Right.
Always.
Got him.
I'm still fighting. I got him to his last phase though.
I'm gonna check some messages while I'm waiting for my loading screen.
Yep, okay, I got him as well.
Nice. So I'm pretty sure I just have one then. One thing to grab.
Probably, yeah. I also just have one more I need to do. And then I can talk to Slash. Let's just hope they spawn. My god, I was lucky with my other run. I didn't even realize how lucky I was.
Oh, and something spawned in the basement. Or in the basement. In the sewers. Yeah.
It's usually on the one that the ladder rooms. It's usually not. Wait, if it spawns in the sewers, if it's Slash, you are lucky.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Then
it's
it means
Slash.
you finish the other one.
Yeah, I have to grab another piece of equipment though, so that I can recycle to help them.
Yeah, exactly.
And just for
one. Ah, no, I have to reset again. Why am I so unlucky right now?
and I got the terminus, so I'm going to recycle a my volt slicer for him.
I'm resetting again. My god, I am so unlucky right now. Oh, this bad RNG can cost you so much. Like 6 minutes every time. Yeah, stop checking messages and move. Hand blades, BDSS head, and BDSS body.
Oh, that's the one that I was missing. I could have sworn I got 5 though.
Apparently not.
Huh. And does he always spawn up at the tree there?
Yeah. No, he doesn't automatically. Like, it's also depending on luck.
So I have
If there's no exclamation mark. No, if there's a tree, he's usually on top. But there should also be an exclamation mark there.
Yeah, I didn't see an exclamation mark.
Well, it's reset time, everybody.
Yep.
Nope. Turn back.
Do I get Knight? I get Knight, and I get Thunderhammer.
Lucky motherfucker. I got Frankie, and I have hand blades and a baseball bat.
Hand blades are actually pretty decent.
Yeah, I know.
I like them.
But not for Frankie. It's possible to beat Frankie with him, because you can easily like get him in a stun lock. But it's still annoying. Okay, what is this weapon? A rubber shield, recycle. Who needs a rubber shield? Actually, do you ever use shields?
I've never even touched a shield in this game before, other than recycling it.
I have, and I tried using it, but it's really bad. Like, the parrying mechanic is way too badly implemented, and it's so not worth it. It's usually just worth it to just evade.
Yeah.
Or jump.
I mean, there's that one shield that doubles as the like a ranged weapon. I forget what it's called.
Oh yeah, the Captain America shield.
Yeah. Yeah, that one I used very small amounts of, but it isn't terrible actually.
It's usable.
It's not terrible. It's actually, I think it actually once saved me some headaches in City. I'm pretty sure it did at least.
Okay. I got wooden plank as well.
Also, this is the fastest lockdown. It's with the yellow guys and everything's dying in 1 or 2 hits.
That's good.
And when I got training weights and
I'm
hand
just going
blades.
the wrong way the whole time, and I get so many lockdowns when I go the wrong way. Oh my god, laser boys. Just die.
I hate getting bad maps.
Bad maps?
Like having the boss 10 years away from the beginning.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can actually evade that like this. Okay, good to know. If you're stuck in a corner, like attacked by a chainsaw guy, like by a run killer, you can just spam evade and you don't get hit.
Right, yeah.
Holy shit, that thing attacked me 2 rooms away from it. I'm surprised it even spawned. Frankie head, now recycle. And it's a lockdown.
Some of the attacks that knight does suck.
Yeah, but you can evade everything he does by just staying above him.
Yeah.
Literally every single attack. If you stay in, like straight on top of him. His laser sometimes hits higher, like
Yeah.
to the back of him. But if you just stand like above his head, you don't get hit.
Right.
Okay, finish the lockdown. And here's the boss. Frankie. So I'm just gonna Japanese steel, sharpen damage. Okay. And let's go.
Yes, I got the tree spawn. I just want to try and find another piece of equipment just in case. Unfortunately, it has to be my favorite body in the game that I get.
Which one?
The knight body.
Oh, okay, yeah. No.
Actually, something spawned up on the tree here, so maybe I'll get lucky and get something worthless there, so I can keep the knight body.
There always is something that spawns on the tree, like every single time.
I honestly didn't notice that because normally I just run past everything unless there's an item crate in my direct path.
Yeah, and yeah, well, the tree is the direct path, and I know that from my casual runs. Yeah, just open up the lid. Okay, good. I'm back in the city, and now please, for the love of God, let me have, yeah, my quest there. Just please. please let me finish this quest. I will need to do a 15-minute run if I want to finish the quest and get the elevator before I uh, if I do, yeah, I have to do it in 15 minutes. What? Oh, I still had the option. Oh, what the fuck? So the loading screen didn't open because I pressed start, so the upgrade menu thing button, right before the loading screen would open. So my screen got black, but I was technically still in the upgrade menu, so it didn't start loading.
Really?
Yep, until I pressed circle to leave the upgrade menu. So until I pressed evade.
So I didn't get slash spawning in the sewers until, or that last one.
Well, I didn't get any quests, so I need to die again. Please hit me. Yes, good. Thanks. Good, good. Just a little bit more. Fine. Yes, yes, yes. A little bit more. Come on, you can do it. Come on, one more hit. One more hit. Okay, I died. Okay, 15 minutes for this run. With perfect RNG if I want to get a sub 130. Wow, that's sad. I think now is the point where I would have just reset. But I didn't. Because I'm in a race and I don't want to reset because then I'm definitely gonna lose. Even though there's nothing on the line except my honor. Wait, it's Frankie. Not the high. I upgraded the jump, not the run.
And I got a pair of armored chainsaw guys in a lockdown.
Is this it or is there? No, this is it. Well, at least I have a weapon now.
You know those chainsaw guys aren't that bad if you have an ice weapon.
They are still pretty bad because of armor. I'm saying I'm not annoyed by the chainsaw. I'm annoyed by the armor. And in the elevator, the chainsaw can get pretty annoying because they start up very quickly.
Yeah, and then they
and even
start
with an
running
ice
and they
weapon,
don't stop.
It doesn't really help too much. Because like if there's just one, it's never too hard. But if there's multiple, it's really annoying because
Right.
when one stops attacking, the other one starts, and the hitbox is just out all the time. So even if you slow them, the hitbox is still there, you know, and even for an extended period of time because
Right.
they're slowed. Lockdown. Dead.
The ice blade costs 2 for its upgrades.
Yeah. Steel slicer, wow. That's better than nothing.
What is it? Steel Slicer and Volt Blade that have the 1, right? The 1 point for the upgrades?
Yes. Yes, and also Fireblade, I think. And the Cleaver as well.
I thought the Fire Blade was
Many
one
other
that had 2.
Could be, but I think it's just one. Because I think the Fire Blade is like the Volt Blade, while the Ice Blade is not, because ice is not a weakness effect, it's just a debuff.
Okay.
Okay, he's dead. Let's go. Explorer ahead, thanks, I need this. Now, where's the boss? Okay, to my left. That is extremely good to know. Oh my god, another lockdown. So I just unlocked the Italian boots.
Yeah, just from jumping a bunch, right?
Yep. It's not too good to unlock them because that's less possibility of getting a good weapon. Oh, another lockdown in this room. You know those rooms with the giant holes and with just a platform in the middle, one in
Yeah.
the beginning and one in the end? Yeah, I hate when they lock down.
I mean, I could think of worse lockdown rooms.
Ah, I fell. I fell again. My god. You know, the enemy, if the enemy falls down a little bit, you can't really follow them up because otherwise you
Yeah.
die or you take fall damage. So you always have to wait for them to come up a bit again to attack them again.
Right.
And they come from all ends of the room and you can't really move freely because you have to jump from platform to platform, and I hate that.
Nice, I got slash spawning at the top of the tree. And then I got some complete junk for recycling for him.
Okay, I got some health.
No, not at the top of the tree, in the sewers.
The sewer, yeah. That's better than the top of the tree. No lockdown, no lockdown.
It's funny
go.
because I
One
started
more room
climbing
without lockdown. Ah, lockdown, fuck. Sorry, what did you say?
I said it's funny because I started climbing the tree anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And it only led to depression because the tree had the badass head, and I didn't want to give up my absolute junk to recycle.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going the right way.
Oh my god. Just die already. Here, let me just upgrade the damage of this thing. And he's dead. Yeah.
While this game is not built to be a platformer, you can do some pretty cool platforming that ends up saving a very small bit of time.
That is true, but it doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
But in the elevator, it's very, very, very necessary.
Yeah.
I wonder if you have a gun and you attack Frankie before the cutscene starts, does he already have a hitbox or not?
Yeah.
Or does his actual boss model sit somewhere underneath the map or something and you can't really...
Who, Herbie or...
Frankie.
Oh, Frankie.
Boss in general.
I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, I just helped Slash.
I'm dead. I died to Frankie. In the worst way I could imagine, by just being fucking bad and too greedy. Man, I just want to finish this shit, man.
I'm almost done. I have to go to the elevator now.
Oh, good, good.
And I'm just gonna do Copcore, even though that fight is very frustrating. Just because it'll end up being the safest.
Just hope for the right animations.
Yeah. It honestly feels random if you'll do damage to...
No, it depends on if he already started his next attack animation or not. I think that's what it depends on. So yeah, it is almost random because you can't really control how fast, you can't really control the timing of the missile flying back.
Yeah.
So you always just have to hope. But I recommend just hitting it back as fast as possible. So just jump in the air and hit it.
Right.
So if you like, it's more likely to hit him in the right moment then.
Also, I'm on Copcore now.
Good job.
Copcore has a pretty cool soundtrack too.
Yeah.
But not the Knight's best soundtrack.
And it's stolen.
Really? From where?
I don't know where, but I know that the soundtrack is stolen. Like, it sounds so familiar, you know? It's probably like a super famous movie or something like that.
Like, I know the intro to the Copcore fight is...
yeah, that one.
That's a classical tune.
Oh, okay.
I forget by who.
Yeah, same. I have ONS, and it's both good and bad for me, because I'm fighting BDSS Knight.
Right.
You know what? I have BDSS head, come on, activate. Why does it not work?
Have you ever had the thing where Copcore just kind of like, where you hit him and then he just like kind of flies backwards?
No.
It was really weird. Because he was like going to do another attack and then I canceled it with his, with the missile. Hey, nice, I got a 4-cycle.
Nice.
Yeah. And I gotta step
Almost
away from my
perfect.
computer for 2 seconds.
I mean, you're winning this race by a lot, so it's not like there's much of a risk. I just beat BDSS Knight, and I am so hoping to get this quest finally done. Well, I am so unlucky, man. I have the worst RNG.
Yeah. I think I'm just about done. And I got arms so that I can just hit everything hard.
You know, you can just fight. Actually, you don't even need to fight Quasi. You just recycle and then you hit him once. Yes! Yeah. Yes, finally! Oh my god, I got the 2 markers.
Awesome game. I just got thrown off the elevator by those drill guys.
And did you die, or?
I didn't die. Like you know the elevators in the little buildings where you fight all the enemies? Yeah, I got knocked off one of those.
Yeah, I hate those. Oh, I hate that so much. That's why I always like wait and jump in the right moment. And I always expect that to happen because it happens so many times.
On my record for the ending there, the last one that I did,
yeah.
That actually happened from one of the dogs falling on top of me.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen my 2-hour run?
I did.
Expecting you to watch. Oh, you watched the whole thing?
Not the whole thing. I just kind of skipped around in it a little bit to get a feel for how the run goes.
Yeah. I feel like there were some pretty interesting moments in there. So if you ever have the time, I'd recommend you watch it with like 2x speed or something. It's still 1 hour, so it still takes a long time. So I'm not asking you to do it, you know. But like, if you ever feel like it, I
Yeah.
feel like you can learn something.
I mean, I'll definitely check it out.
Okay, finally finished this. Oh, the best way to tell if you're done or not is if you got the achievement or not.
Right.
Yeah,
Also, I
let's get-
accidentally walked into one of those lockdowns where you have like the item in the middle of the room in the elevator, and then
Oh yeah, yeah. Happened to me too in my 2 hour run, so.
yeah, because I'm just just at this point, I'm just picking up a bunch of items just to scrap them, just for safety,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. Don't forget to upgrade your recycling unit.
Yeah, that's gonna be the next upgrade I get. Actually, no, the next upgrade I'm gonna get is probably gonna be damage, because everything's taking so long to kill with my ice blade.
There is a damage upgrade. Oh yeah, no, I thought characters like what? There's a damage upgrade for heart. There's like the evasion upgrade. There's the jump upgrade. The
Yeah.
running like the speed upgrade. And I thought that was it. And the recycling. And then you said damage, and I was like, wait, what? And then I realized you just mean your weapon. And I've been explaining this for way too long. It's because I'm concentrating on the game at the same time.
Yeah.
Like,
I know, I have that same thing too, where like I end up talking for a bit more than I should.
and I need to reset, but at least I finished this quest. Okay. Come on, if you die now, I can still win. You just need to die, and I just need to be lucky to get the quest immediately.
I don't think I'm dying. As cocky as this sounds, I don't think I'm dying anytime soon.
It's not cocky. Doing elevator with heart is easiest. Because you get so many item drops, you know, you can
Yeah.
just recycle them all. Whereas Robnin, oh man. It's hard.
I'm just really nervous for that little bit of platforming in the rooms with the elevators and the lasers.
It's just the Volt Slicer and the Steel Slicer that give you the double jump.
Right.
Fire Slicer has the same animation as the Ice Slicer. I just got the Fire Slicer, that's why I can tell you.
I just unlocked the Vampire Blade. Also, I may or may not have gone too fast.
There is no going too fast.
Actually, on the elevator there is. Because if you go too fast, you'll actually beat the next portion of the elevator falling.
Yeah, but you just wait a little bit and then it's fine. And you can do that without getting hit by anything, so it's better than being slower.
Yeah, I guess.
Now I have a fire weapon and a Volt weapon. So, no matter who the boss is, even though I know it's Frankie, I'm gonna fuck him up.
I remember when I first started playing this game from a fresh save, it took me a good 2 months to get to the elevator.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
And now that I have experience in running, new file took me maybe. It only took me like two like accidental deaths to get here.
I mean, if we just tried to beat the game, we would probably get it in our first or second run.
Yeah. I think the why the casual players have difficulty with it is
Movement.
no, it's because they like want to kill everything, get as many upgrades as they can.
I don't think that's it. I think it's movement, it's just the unfamiliarity with the mechanics of the game, you know, like rolling out of your attacks, that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
true.
You know, if you're like you don't know how enemies behave, you don't know what their attacks, so you get stuck on them a lot.
Yeah.
Just die. Okay. Please, boss room. Another lockdown. And armor guy.
I hate the missile guys. They suck. Those flying enemies that shoot all those missiles.
Oh yeah, I agree. Okay.
No matter what I'm doing, no matter what I'm fighting, if there's any of those in the area, those are always my first priority.
Oh yeah. Not for me, honestly. I can use their missiles to hurt other enemies. For example, in my 2-hour run, there was this one moment where I was in the elevator and none of my weapons did enough damage. Actually, I'm not sure if it was the 2-hour run or the one before that. But basically, none of my weapons did enough damage. So I had to resort to enemies hitting each other with the missiles. I hate this invincibility defense thing that the small ones can give. Well, yeah, I also hate the missile enemies, definitely. The pain in the ass.
Especially like the flamethrower and the ice gun guys that also shoot the single missiles.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Thunderhammer.
Nice. Where are you in your run?
Still in the lab. But I finished the slash mission.
I'm on the the last outdoor lockdown of the elevator. Just coming up to the part where it's all that platforming with the lasers.
Oh, I hate the platforming with the lasers.
I love that because if you do
I know you do, but I hate it.
It's just so much fun to do really fast.
No, I hate it so much because you can't really see lasers above you, so you just jump and you hope you don't get hit. Or if you get hit, you know, you're like, ah, fuck, I got hit. And if you get the run killers in the very end, like you can get like 4 run killers there, then, you know, it sucks. It really does. If you got hit too much. The run killers, if you get them before Quasi, they are much harder than actual Quasi. Like, even if you don't do the slash ending.
Right. In this lockdown, it had the 2 guys that spawned the little cubes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what happened, but like I wasn't able to kill those big guys fast enough, so I was killing them along with their little cubes to try and keep the pressure down a little bit until the big guys died. I came out of this fight with 4 of the upgrades, which is just 2 extra from what I had, which is surprising because I've never gotten 2 out of this little lockdown area.
Well, cube guys.
Yeah.
Okay, I got Frankie. Ah, he's still alive. And he hit me with that attack because I thought he would die there. I went with a heavy because I was sure he was gonna be dead. I went with another heavy. Okay, but I didn't die.
The current record for this category, it's 2 hours, right? Held by you?
2 hours and 2 minutes, yeah. Not a very good time. So what's your time right now?
Just coming up to the end of the elevator, and I am sitting at 1:38:45 on my timer.
Yeah.
Just because I accidentally started a little early.
Yeah, no problem. Even if you start a bit early, for these few seconds, it's not really like it matters.
Yeah.
Okay, please. Yes. Okay, I got the quest. I can finish this run, even if I'm gonna be second. I'm at least gonna be close behind you, or kind of close behind you.
And then you'll have a new personal best.
Yeah, or not. Let's just hope I do.
I'm coming up to the final lockdown.
And the dent.
I'm on the final lockdown just before the boss.
Yep.
I got the 2 big double sword guys and a bunch of ice gun guys.
The big double sword guys are easy. Well,
And
I hate is big double sword guys and then dogs. Lots of dogs. Can be so annoying. Because the double sword guys have so much health. Wait, what the hell is this? I never had this weapon before. Mine. You can set a mine? Oh, that's cool. I mean, I'm not gonna keep it, but good to know.
Oh, you've never had
And
mine before?
Nope.
Mine's okay, but even what is it? It's the poison grenades. They're awesome.
Good to know. I'm gonna have to go up here. Or what? I had to go up there. Fuck.
I'm coming up to the boss now.
I'm still looking for Slash.
I just recycled myself.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay, that's it, man. Just tell me your time.
G 1:41:10.
Damn. You're 19 minutes before my record.
I'm too good for this game.
Dude, that's still a bad. Like, I mean, it's a better time than mine, but that was a terrible time. I mean, your time is better than mine, but it's still not very good.
I know there's always room for improvement in the runs.
Especially with how we are doing these right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Here, what should I get? A rubber duck. I don't need the rubber duck. Yes.
But you're missing out on all those sweet achievements.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck. How could I forget? Thunderhammer.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah. Congrats on the world record, by the way.
Thank you. Just adding that to my wall of achievements.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you keep that for very long. Tomorrow you're not gonna have it anymore already. I don't want to hurt Slash, so Slash attack him. Thanks. Good. Just upload the run to YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm gonna approve of it, upload it to YouTube, then send it to speedrun.com, of course.
Yep. Oh.